Welcome to Stories Podcast. I'm your host, Amanda Weldin. Today's story is The Girl Who Kissed the Moon. It's a creation story from the Tupi-Guarani indigenous people of Brazil and has been adapted by Daniel Hinds. Thanks! Enjoy the episode! The Girl Who Kissed the Moon. This is a story of a girl who kissed the moon. Well, she kissed what we call the moon. Naya, the girl in question, had another name for it. You see, Naya knew the name of the moon, and she knew the secret that made it glow so bright. That secret? The moon wasn't a moon at all. She was a goddess. Her name was Kelsie, and Naya worshipped her with a ready heart. By day, while Kelsie hid behind the horizon, Naya gathered food for her tribe. They lived by a river that snaked its way between cliffs and mountains. Everywhere the river flowed, the land was green and overflowing with life. Enormous jaguars, coats dappled like sun through leaves, prowled among the trees. Birds of every color flitted from flower to flower, their song filling the air with a beautiful whistle. From the clear blue sky to the rich black soil, something was flapping, crawling, creeping, or scurrying, no matter where you looked. Naya spent her days with one eye turned toward that clear blue sky. Hour by hour she watched the sun's progress, just waiting for that beautiful moment when it would drop behind the horizon. When it did, she knew it was time to return home. They would all eat and then gather to watch the moon, their goddess, Kelsie, appear coyly from behind the mountain's edge. Full-figured or thin, it mattered not. The goddess was every shape and every size, from pinky fingernail to round ripe fruit. She would float silent through the sky, her light silver and sly like a wink, like a stolen kiss. Each night, the goddess would choose from among the girls of the tribe. Like an arrow, a beam of her light would fall upon a girl, and that girl would learn the secret of glowing, and would join Kelsie in the night sky as a twinkling star. This is what Naya wanted more than anything else, to be a star. When she thought of being a star. When she dreamt of being a star. When she sang of being a star. Day after day, night after night, Naya thought and dreamt and sang, but she was never chosen. Not once. Not ever. This went on for so long, Naya thought she couldn't bear it anymore. And then it went on longer still. Naya pleaded with the moon nightly, but the goddess never answered her. Finally, tired of waiting, Naya decided that if the moon wouldn't choose her, then she would choose the moon. So one evening, as the sun went to bed and the goddess Kelsie began to climb the sky, Naya set out from her home, determined to catch the moon. You can swim through starlit space. You can turn and hide your face. You can wax and you can wane. You can shine like silver rain. You can hide near there or far, but I'll catch you, I'll be your star. First, she walked along the river near her village, but the moon remained high above, far from her grasp. She knew that if she was ever to get the moon's attention, she would have to go up higher. The goddess was large in the sky, full and round, so there was plenty of pale silver light to see by. Naya soon found a trail, one that wound round and round the mountain like a snake, rising upwards towards the misty peak. You can climb the mountains high. You can jump and leave the sky. You can flow and you can ebb. You can spin a spider's web. You can hide near there or far, but I'll catch you. I'll be your star. She came to a small plateau, worn smooth by 1,000 paws and claws and feet. The moon seemed closer, and she reached for it, but still, it was beyond her grasping hands. Perhaps another girl would have quit. Perhaps that even would have been wise. But Naya didn't want to be wise. She wanted to be a star. So up, up, up she went. You can dive beneath the sea. You can flit and you can flee. You can come and you can go. You can flutter down like snow. You can hide near there or far, but I'll catch you. I'll be your star. Finally, when the moon was hanging ripe in the sky like a fruit on a tree, young Naya came to the top of the mountain. The mist billowed about her like a ball gown, the moonlight her tiara, the mountain snow her slippers. From her place high above the world, she reached for the moon, Kelsie, her goddess. But still, she couldn't reach. "It's no use. I'll never be a star," she said, and started back down the mountain. But what was that? There, shining so brightly in the mountain stream. Heart fluttering like a butterfly, Naya edged closer. There, in the water, was the moon. Without thinking, Naya leaned over the edge of the stream and bent to kiss the moon. Of course, it was only the moon's reflection, so her kiss was short and wet, and then she was tumbling into the icy water. Naya splashed and flailed, but the stream was too cold. She couldn't swim, couldn't get back to the shore. Water filled her eyes and ears and mouth, and just when she thought she would surely sink, an arrow of moonlight fell from the heavens. Naya felt herself being lifted gently from the water. "What's going on?" Naya cried. And this time, finally, the goddess answered. "Naya," Kelsie said. Her voice was a song, coming from everywhere and nowhere at once. "I have chosen many girls to be stars, you see, but you are the first to have chosen me. I'll grant your wish. You've come so far. You'll be a special kind of star." And the goddess Kelsie's light washed over Naya, and in that beautiful silver glow, the girl slowly changed into a water lily, the very first water lily, which is still known today as the Star of the Waters. Depending on her mood, her flowers can be white or yellow or pink or red, but to this day, she will only bloom in moonlight. And like the stars light the sky, Naya lights the river with her beauty. The end. Thanks for listening.